Hi everyone, well it's Saturday night and we have another husband and wife review. This one may be a little controversial because Canadian whiskey is controversial among a lot of people. We're going to review Crown Royal Peach. I know Canadian whiskey, you love it or you hate it. I'm not a big fan of Canadian whiskey, but I will tell you that I do know that when this came out a few years ago, this was all the hype. Not in my book. I've never had this before. I've only had, I think, the main Crown Royal. Never really was that thrilled about it. But this was all the hype. From what I understand, this was flying off the shelves. People were treating this like this was a Pappy Van Winkle or something like that. Curious why. I know this is supposed to be very sweet. I have a feeling my wife Yvette may like this better than me. We're going to get her up here first. She's going to try it. I also hear she has a little jingle that she made up for me, which I kind of want to hear. But in any event, she's going to go first, then I'll come after, and we'll see what we think.
Hi, bourbon community. Happy Saturday. Before I try this lovely peach whiskey,
Canadian whiskey.
whatever it is, it's probably going to be bad. But anyway, I'll try it. I have a new jingle. As you know, I do Fruit Talk, and I wrote a jingle for that. But I wrote a jingle for Jeff, and I want to see how the bourbon community likes it. Okay. Before you try that bourbon today, Jeff of all trades is on the way, breaking down the history, so it's not a mystery.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Thank you. All right, so let's give this a nose, and let's see. Let's see if it is peach, because I love peach. I do smell a little bit of fruit in there. All right, let's see.
Guess not. Guess not.
Oh, God,
Guess
no.
that doesn't translate to the palate.
It actually tastes to me like peach Robitussin.
So we're getting better.
Peach Robitussin.
So it's a little bit better. Let me ask you, this is supposed to be really sweet. I'm going to taste it in a minute.
It has a little bit of a sweet, but it has that nasty whiskey taste in it.
Could you imagine people if this was flying off the shelves? People couldn't get enough of this a few years ago?
I guess it's better than, like, pretending you taste peach.
Okay.
There is a little peach in here.
All right. Okay,
but anyway, everybody have a great weekend.
Thank you, Yvette.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Well, we got pretty much all we want out of a husband and wife review. We got to taste it. She didn't like it, and I got a jingle out of it. So that's pretty cool. I did know she was working on some jingle for me. She does a Fruit Talk. She has a jingle for that, so now I have one. It sounds like, I don't know, that jingle makes me sound like, I don't know, Mighty Mouse or something like that with a cape. Running to save the world for bourbon. But anyway, we're not talking bourbon here. This is Canadian whiskey. And let's be honest, it's more like flavored whiskey. It's the equivalent of a lot of these, people say this is the equivalent of like Fireball. It's whiskey, but it's not real whiskey. So in any event, this is Crown Royal Peach. But when it came out, I'm not sure if it's 2019, 2020, 2021, in that time range from 1920 to 2020, 2021, this thing was flying off the shelves. I think currently or more recently, I think the Crown Royal Blackberry one was the one that kind of took its place on that. I don't know why. We're going to find out why. So let's see what we got. I'll tell you one thing. I did not like the regular Crown Royal. I did review it here quite a while ago. Looks like, your normal color, medium. Let's give this a nose. I definitely smell peach. There's no doubt about it. It is clearly peach. And by the way, this is actually, I've read somewhere this is actually supposed to be, from Georgia peaches, Canadian whiskey, but with Georgia peaches in this, which sounds great. All right, the smell's okay. It smells like peaches. Let's give us a taste. Cheers. All right. I feel like I'm tasting peach juice here. All right, straight out. This is better than the regular Crown Royal, the original Crown Royal, which I did not like, didn't do anything for me. This is not something I'm going to certainly buy a big bottle of, but it tastes like it's almost like a peach juice. I don't know what you'd call it. Look, you know what? For what it is, it's not terrible. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not terrible. It's not something I want to drink. You'll probably never see me drink this again. I'm not buying a bottle of it. But I've tasted a lot worse. So this was described, the way I read it, as kind of like a sweet old-fashioned. Like if I did an old-fashioned and I put a lot of simple syrup in it, a lot of extra simple syrup or a lot of extra sugar, I could see why they would say that. it's not terrible. Let's put it that way. I mean, I quite honestly tasting this now, I'm surprised that Yvette did not like that more, but it does have that underlying whiskey taste, and I can see that's probably what turned her off from it. But I mean, I'll definitely finish this, but definitely not buying it again. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Saturday night. Take care.